What's good, YouTube? Back at it again. Seat, no seat. We here to look at a horror animated video. 3 true police officer horror stories animated. Hopefully you guys enjoy these. If y'all want to see more of these horror stories animated videos, let us know. And we can most definitely do that. Alright. So we'll be jumping straight into it. We're gonna get it started. Oh. Pulled a gun out?
That's what it looked like.
What is he doing?
In this video, captured a few years ago, 2 police officers encounter a suspicious man leaving a town. In this animated dramatization, we'll see how a simple procedure for a young police officer turns into a nightmare.
Man, crazy.
When we decide to become a police officer, we not only agree to enforce the law whenever we can, but we also put our bodies on the line. Every time we put on a police uniform, we know that our lives are at risk at all times. But no matter how prepared we are to face that moment, when it comes, we realize that it is never enough. The day I faced death, I was with my partner, Officer Murphy. We were both guarding the entrance to a small town on the outskirts of the city, keeping an eye out for anyone who might look suspicious.
God.
A few hours earlier, we had received a report of a missing teenager. That was the only way out of town, so we couldn't miss anything.
Nice night to waste here, isn't it?
No kidding. What a ruckus that kid has caused.
Ha! You think he got away too, don't you?
You know what village kids are like. They have a life secured by mom and dad. They get bored of following their rules and run away.
And after a few weeks, they realize that life is hard and they have to work.
It's always the same. Seconds passed and turned into minutes. It was about to be an hour since we arrived, but our car was illuminated by the headlights of a car coming in front of us. Here comes one. Turn on the lights and stay here. I'll go. When the patrol car alarm went off, the car stopped and I had time to get out. I approached the driver's seat and he lowered the glass of his
Yeah.
Man.
Good evening, ma'am.
Why did they animate him like this, bro? Man, look, he don't even look like he look like a monster, bro.
I'm telling you.
Eyes popping out of his head. I don't know what type of teeth these are.
Man,
Goodness.
it look like piano key teeth.
I don't know. You might mess around, and press it. He gonna play a sound.
I'm telling you.
This man's face was terrifying. He looked drugged, but his retinas and his look told me that he was not, that this was his face in his normal state. Although
That's
the man's
normal.
greeting seemed polite and confident, I could see how he was impatiently moving his right leg, and how, with his fingernails, he
what's
was
wrong with
tearing
him?
the seat
I
of
said,
the
what's
car
going
the
on?
sly. This man was hiding something, and I was going to find out what.
Nerve
Good
is.
evening, sir. License and registration, please.
Of course, here.
His name was Thomas Wilkinson. He was 43 years old, and after checking all his papers, apparently everything was in order. I wasn't going to let him go that easily. Call it police instinct or just a hunch, but I knew that this man didn't want to tell me something. Tell me, Thomas, what are you doing out here at this hour?
I was going to my sister's house. She's about to give birth in the city. As soon as they told me I was about to be an uncle, I left my house.
He answered me too quickly. That story was planned. Congratulations, sir. What's your sister's name?
Natasha.
And this is the first time you have children?
No, the third one.
But didn't you tell me that you were going to be an uncle for the first time?
It's just an expression, damn it. Can I go now? I have to be at the hospital as soon as possible.
The real personality of this person
Man
was
probably
huge.
got a body back
Of
there.
course, sir.
I'm trying to
First,
tell
I'm
you.
going to ask you to get out of the car and verify that everything is in order.
Come on, really now? Are you doing this on purpose?
I'm sorry, sir.
bad.
It's just procedure. Angry, the man got out. I could
Tall.
tell he was furious.
For real.
None of my questions or making him get out of the car was necessary. He was simply looking to get me to break down his facade, and I knew he was succeeding. Despite this, and without showing it, I was terrified. There was something about this man that gave me a constant feeling of terror. I felt that something bad was about to happen.
Yeah, you just
Here.
look at him and
Happy
see.
now?
I didn't answer him. I just checked his car and his pockets. At first glance, it was clean. far from holding the corpse of some teenager. He didn't even have any illegal substances or weapons. Maybe he just didn't like the police.
What the hell is taking you so long? You're not trying to rob me, are you?
Everything is in order, sir.
I don't know why you trying to rush me.
Give me my damn papers.
Sir, I remind you that although you can leave, you cannot disrespect a police officer. As I spoke, something caught my attention. The man's back seat was slightly raised. From it, a piece of black bag was sticking out. At the same time,
Definitely
I
body.
noticed something I hadn't seen before. Under the seat was dirt. I needed to make time while I called out to my partner. Sir, I forgot to check a document. Please return them to me and wait in the car. The man's look changed. His fury and cruelty turned white and cold. Without saying anything to me, the man approached me to give me the papers, and when I cupped my hands with them, my heart almost skipped a beat. With his other hand, he was
there was a
pointing
gun
a
in the
gun
beginning.
straight at my chest. I tried to resist and take cover, but the man quickly grabbed me by the hair
Grabbing the hair,
and
too?
pulled me into his car. At that moment,
Golly, now a situation like that, if that was me, and he would have disrespected me the first time, I would have just shot him.
Yeah.
I would just shot him, bro.
Don't have to worry about him back talking, being religious. All good. I got something for you.
Yeah.
Joint crazy. And pulling my hair? Just got my hair done? Nah, sis.
all my training was in vain. Nothing could prepare me to face a man trying to put me through the window of his car to
Couldn't be.
kidnap me.
Oh no.
I managed to get away. But when I was about to pull my gun, the man was again aiming at me.
Drop your gun now!
Murphy's voice echoed through the forest. My partner was next to me, pointing the gun at the man while he was pointing his at me. His hateful face was as present as ever. The man was not going to stop his bloodlust just
shoot
because a
that
gun
thing.
was pointed at his head. At that moment, I felt my fate was sealed, and there was nothing I could do. In the slowest second of my life, the trigger of the man's gun went off. For that split second, I felt my whole life flash before my eyes. I felt that this was the end. But to my incredible good fortune, none of this was true. The bullet never left the man's gun. I took advantage of this moment of luck and confusion to throw myself at him and pull the gun away.
Bro, I got
I
super
jumped
lucky.
back, and just as the
Man.
man was ready to fight to get it back, Murphy was in front of him, pointing his gun at his head. Minutes later, 2 other patrol cars were with us, and Murphy was putting the man in the car.
Damn right.
When they searched the car, they found several black bags under the seat.
What?
That night, we were unable to tell the family that the teenager was coming back alive. Today, the man is behind bars, serving a life sentence, not only convicted of the teenager's death, but linked to 17 other similar cases.
17?
After this, he will never hurt anyone again. Me?
God.
I still risk my life every day. Only one thing changed. Before I leave my house, I hug my children even more tightly because I know that day may be the last time I see them.
17 different similar cases.
Ain't no way.
And for what it looked like with those bags, it's probably chopped up and each body part is in that bag, bro.
Man, that'd be crazy.
Definitely have to get him off the street, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga sick.
Definitely.
Nigga is sick, bro.
Man.
I don't understand how you could have like the capacity like this to kill and not only just kill once, just keep killing.
I don't know. But my thing is this. She had checked the back seat.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a smell coming from the body through the bags?
They didn't say. I feel like, I don't know, she might know some stuff, I guess. Must have been I feel like I would smell it, especially that there's different bags of it in the bag.
Yeah, exactly. And it's body parts.
Yeah.
Man.
But she got super lucky that bullet ain't come out.
Yeah. Yeah. That she did. I can say that.
Ooh, any other day, she probably would have been gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably would have been gone, but it's good that she made it, though.
Man, yeah.
Golly. Dang, dragging.
What the hell? Is that a person?
Yeah.
Oh.
A cop car was patrolling the highway
Oh,
when they
nah.
felt suspicious about a car driving in front of them. The cops pulled over that car and went to talk to the owners sitting inside that car. When they asked for their license and other important documents, the owners started acting even more mysterious. So they decided to check the car trunk. The story you are about to see is a dramatized, animated version of this scary found footage. I have been a cop for 3 years now.
Why would he be in
Many
the
weird
trunk?
as well as alarming encounters happened,
no.
but this one incident still feels so fresh in my memory. It was a normal Monday night. My partner Luis and I were parked on the highway checking the speedometer to calculate the speed of the passing cars. Both of us were sitting inside the car when a white car passed us at full speed. The sound of the car passing was so sudden that both of us didn't take a second to follow it immediately.
Jeez, what's the hurry? We can't lose him. Hell, we won't.
Saying this, I pushed hard on the accelerator, and Luis turned on the cop cap siren. Hearing the cop car siren, the car took up even more speed, and that's when I noticed the number plate is damaged from one corner, like someone kicked on it in anger. While chasing the suspicious car, I looked at Luis and said,
Did you see the plate number? Yeah. Something's wrong with the person driving this car.
Suddenly, Luis took out the megaphone, peeked out the moving car's window, almost to his waist, and started announcing.
Stop the car! I repeat, stop the car!
But the driver didn't stop.
Ain't going to high speed chase.
We want you to stop right now!
It was thrilling how we were chasing the car and making the announcements simultaneously. After 5 more minutes of the chase, we left the highway and entered the city. As soon as that happened, regular traffic caught in and the driver had to slow down. The moment I realized this, I carefully dodged the cars and went completely close to the car.
Stop the car! Right now!
Hearing the final warning, the car stopped. Luis and I got out of the car, grabbed our guns in case we needed to defend ourselves, and slowly walked to the car we were in
That
after
long
all
to stop?
this time. As we reached the right and left driver's side windows, we were shocked. A middle-aged white guy was sitting in the driver's seat, and on the passenger seat sat a pregnant woman.
Bro.
The woman's hair was all messy, and she had a very unhygienic appearance.
That look like a man with a mask on and a wig.
Yeah, pretty much. But them do look like real people.
Yeah. Hear me out. Hear me out.
What?
She kind of cute.
Nah.
Come on, bro.
Oh, nah.
She kind of. So if you was on Instagram and you saw her on the For You page, you wouldn't tap like,
No. I'd probably delete my Instagram.
man, shooter's gonna shoot. I'm going straight to the DM.
Well, I guess I must ain't got no bullets then.
They were smelly and dirty. The man was wearing shorts and had no clothes on his upper body.
The man
Seeing
like
me
a
scared
gremlin.
them, the woman snapped her finger on my face and said in a scratchy, rude voice,
Aren't the police supposed to help people?
What?
You heard me right, officer.
I expected them to be
wanna
intimidated,
go on a
but
high-speed
instead,
chase.
her attitude was exactly the opposite. I asked,
Why didn't you stop? We were following you for quite some time.
Oh my god, is this where the country has stooped? Open your eyes, officer. I'm pregnant. My husband is taking me to the hospital.
saying this,
we don't care
she
about
ran
that.
her filthy muddy hand on her tummy and gave me a big, creepy smile. The way she smiled, I felt goosebumps on my skin. Luis was standing at the driver's side window. He looked at the husband and asked,
Where are you guys coming from?
Is this necessary right now, officer? Can't your questions wait for some other time?
No, ma'am, they cannot. No,
Yeah.
you didn't answer my question. Where are you coming from?
Oh, God, officer, is it fair to hold up a pregnant woman on her way to give birth for some stupid interrogation?
Man, I don't care if her mama was dying, man. You overdoing a high speed chase. Why?
Yeah,
And I told you to stop multiple times. You ain't stopped. Man, nah. We gotta ask what you doing and why are you going so fast, bro?
Exactly.
Goodness, man.
First of all, if she in labor right now, about to give birth, she doing too much talking instead of all that yelling out in pain.
Exactly. Man, we don't care about that, man. You shouldn't have been going fast, man. The limit is 70. Why is you going 100?
Exactly.
Goodness.
I'm a father of 3 kids myself, and I can tell very well when a woman is about to give birth. You seem relaxed. Not like you're about to go in labor at this moment.
Just then, the woman's face turned pale. She looked at me
Is that
and
even a
started
woman?
making a scene.
Teach your fellow officer how to behave like a citizen. Is he gonna lecture me about a woman's body now?
Look, ma'am, there's no need to get all aggressive. Just give us the right information and we'll drive you to the nearest hospital by ourselves.
How hard is it for you guys to understand that I'm going through an emergency situation? Just let us go.
This is when Luis lost it and banged his fist on the hood of the car quite hard, yelling.
If it's an emergency, then how come you passed 2 huge signs for emergency healthcare on your way here?
Hearing this, the man finally spoke up.
We just got a little nervous once you guys started following us.
Yeah, you guys freaked us out. Now let us go, okay?
We will let you go when we feel like it. Now answer the damn
Thanks.
question my buddy just asked you.
We lived on the outskirts. That's why we're driving to the city. It was all a misunderstanding, officer. You have nothing to worry about.
But no matter how much the woman smiled and tried to convince us, I could smell something fishy.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I heard kicking and grunting sounds coming from the trunk of the car. Luis pointed his gun at the man and screamed.
What is that? What do you have in the trunk? What are you saying? There's nothing in the trunk. Just come on.
Trunk just went
Open the
boom.
trunk. Open it now.
I grabbed my walkie-talkie and called for backup without wasting a single second. Luis kept his gun pointed at the husband, while I slowly walked to the trunk as it began to open. Once it did, we found a horrified-looking man, taped and tied by his hands, lying inside the trunk.
What are they doing to a
He
person?
was covered in sweat. His eyes were filled with terror. The moment he saw my face, he jumped out of the truck, falling on the road. I untied his hands, and he busted into tears of joy.
Oh, thank you, officer. They're lying. This is my car. They abducted it and forced me to get inside that trunk. Oh, please, just please believe me.
By this time, the backup arrived, and we helped the man to get medical attention. The paramedics came and attended to him. Meanwhile, Luis and I asked the husband and wife to come out of the car. Guessing that their evil plan of stealing this car along with kidnapping the owner has come to an end,
Yep.
the duo did something unthinkable. As soon as their feet hit the ground, the woman pulled out a bunch of curled up newspaper balls from her stomach and threw them at us. It was such a shock to find out that the woman was never pregnant in the first place, and this entire time, she and her husband was bluffing us, caught me off guard. Before I could react, the duo started running. But
Shoot
Luis
'em.
and I both fired our guns at the air, and I screamed.
The next round will be into your kneecaps, guys.
There we go.
Okay.
Don't shoot! Please don't! If you have any weapons, surrender them now, or we will.
No, don't shoot. We don't have any weapons.
She's telling the truth. Please!
The gunshots made them stop.
Dude, it's
We arrested
scary.
this criminal duo and found out that they had various other charges for the past couple of months. Charges of robbery, shoplifting, battery, and so much more. They are now behind bars, and every Christmas, Luis and I receive gifts and cards from that poor car owner's family who we rescued that night. It still shocks me how the woman pretended to be pregnant to drive the suspicion off them. Hats off to Louise for having such
surprised at all.
marvelous observation power.
Nah, they ain't surprising at all. Niggas will do anything to get away, man. If they got to lie and say they're pregnant, they gonna use it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They definitely gonna use it, man. Said, Thomas, as soon as it stepped out, just threw the newspaper so out his stomach and just throw it at it.
Had that plan, had to. Cause why you got newspaper up under your No, had to have that plan just in case.
Oh man. Then too, felt real bold to steal not only steal the car, but tie the dude up and put him in the trunk. But then as soon as they get caught and put the gun up, like, oh, chill, please, yo, chill. Nah,
Man.
nah, bruh. Into the truck. Ooh, wee, somebody in it?
I hope not.
A cop responded to a 911 call about a ruckus happening in front of a diner. When the cop reached the diner, he found a truck set on fire, parked right in front of it. The story you are about to see is a dramatized animated version of this scary found footage. I was heading home from the sheriff's office, thinking the night has finally come to an end. When I was just 2 kilometers away from my house, the 911 dispatcher rang me up.
Hello, officer, are you there?
Officer Curtis on the line.
We've had a report of a fire hazard at 22 Close Street, near the diner. The fire truck is on the way.
So am
They're
I.
abandoned
I turned the
truck
car
on fire.
around and headed to the location in full speed. The 911 dispatcher kept guiding me to the scene. After taking the final left turn, I got onto the road and could notice a burning vehicle parked near the sidewalk. There was a diner which was in complete darkness. I quickly pulled over and got out of my car, holding my gun. It was a big pickup truck, which was completely on fire.
Dang.
Either it caught fire, which seemed impossible as there was no sign of an accident around the car. So I went with my gut feeling that someone burnt it down on purpose.
No!
Just then, I heard a woman scream from the drive-thru.
I need backup at 22 Close Street. Right now. We need to go in now.
Backup is on the way. They'll reach you in 5 minutes.
Ah, please!
I just heard another scream. I'm going in.
Officer, do not go in. I repeat, do not go in. Backup is on the way. Wait for your backup.
I can't. I'm going in.
Officer?
Yeah, you gotta see what's going
Officer.
on.
I disconnected the radio and grabbed my gun tightly. I could hear the fire truck coming my way, but there was no sign of backup. I slowly approached the diner, even though there was a 99% chance of a criminal being in it. Once I entered, I could see the fire truck starting to extinguish the fire. The entire diner was in darkness, but the light coming from the burning truck with the red sirens of the fire truck lit up the place like no other. A woman was standing in the corner with a horrid face as she was waiting for death. An old couple was sitting under a table, trying their best to hide. Right beside the woman sat a man on a chair with a black eye and swollen jaw. Someone punched him in the face several times. My eyes scanned the diner,
Question is,
and
who
I
though?
couldn't see anyone else.
Exactly.
The woman looked at me, and with her shaking hands, pointed at the washroom door. I pointed my gun at the door and screamed.
It's the police. Come out, wherever you are.
The door didn't open. No one made a sound.
You can't escape. We have the place surrounded. Come out right now.
You lie worse than my wife, officer.
Now, the washroom door pushed open, and a man came out from it. He looked so creepy that for a second, I felt goosebumps too. He took a step ahead, and I stopped him, saying,
Don't move. Do you have any weapons?
No, I don't.
Don't try to
By
play
the
smart
way.
with me, man.
I don't like you or my wife, officer. I don't need any weapon to straighten up my cheating wife and her worthless lover.
Please, help us!
Help us? Who is this us, darling? Me and you, or you and him? Huh?
Quiet, both of you. What the hell is going on here?
The man suddenly kicked the table nearby, making the plates and glass shatter into pieces, and said,
What's
I
wrong with
am
this
not
dude?
the guy who gets cheated on by some stupid blonde. She came for my money, and now that I'm broke, she found herself someone new. I won't tolerate that.
But you have no right to take the law into your own hands and terrorize the other citizens.
Yeah.
You can leave your wife. Why did you beat this poor man?
You're right, officer. It was wrong to take the law in my own hand. It was indeed a mistake to beat this poor guy when I should have beaten this characterless blonde into a pulp. Shame. Why didn't I do that instead?
Can't do that
Oh,
either.
Shame. Shame.
There's no need to get aggressive. There's still time, okay? Just sit down on that chair until I tell you to get up.
You mean until your actual backup arrives, right?
Yes, exactly.
I understood how clever this guy is, and also what was going on in here. The man probably followed his wife and her lover to this diner. I could also guess the pickup truck outside belonged to this unconscious man on the chair. The husband must have burnt it for having an affair with his wife.
Sit down there.
Man, it'd
I
be
will
pissed to
sit
put that
down.
on fire.
Tell me, officer,
Man, I'm
what
trying
would
to
you
tell you.
have done if you were in my place? Wouldn't you have shot your wife already?
What?
Why don't you help me here? Men like us give everything to one woman, and still, it's never enough.
I mean, even a woman cheating, I don't think I'm gonna burn her car and beat her, or even worse, kill her.
That's too. You must see. That's too much. That's doing too much, man. You going over the top with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her go. Just throw it back to the sea.
Pretty much.
You mess around and throw your life away off of a woman cheating? No, sir.
Not worth
Nah.
it. It's not. It's not worth it. Oh no.
Cause instead of you being around women, you gonna go to jail and being around fellas.
Yeah.
Not trying to do that.
This is true. I'm telling you.
Not trying to do that.
Please get us out of here.
Ma'am, just calm down. Everything is going to be all right.
I should have silenced you when I had the chance, you filthy woman!
The woman collapsed on the ground crying. By that time, I figured out that this man has no weapon, because if he did, he would have counterattacked already. So I took out my handcuffs and walked to him saying,
You're gonna turn around now. Put your hands behind your back. No smart moves, or that will be the end of you.
Your law sucks, officer. Always punishing the innocent.
I put him in handcuffs, and finally, the backup arrives.
He
The
ain't
people
innocent.
from the diner were rescued. We found the unconscious waitress in the kitchen, whom the man knocked out too. Maybe because she tried to stop him. It's crazy to think how the man terrorized the place, even after having no weapon with him. Everyone probably
They're talking
froze in fear,
innocent.
not realizing what to do. When the cops were taking the man away, his wife was standing there. He stopped in front of her and gave her a spine-chilling look like he's going to kill her right now if he gets a chance. Then said,
You know, I will get out on parole because I didn't kill anyone. And the day I get out, I'm gonna come for you. No matter where you go, no matter where you hide, I will find you, and then I will cut you open to steal your heart away.
Bro, man, it's
My
crazy.
man, oh
the
yeah.
woman started shaking
Literally.
at these words. I could see her sweat. I immediately ordered the officer to take this man away from her.
Her heart
He
out.
started screaming like a maniac once the officers dragged him away.
Remember, Lana, I will come for you. Your heart belongs to me. No one else. No one else in this world but me. I will find you, and I will make you mine that day. There will be no cops to save you from me. I will come for you, Lana.
It's true the woman cheated on her husband.
Insane.
But seeing her husband's mental condition, I was shocked. The guy is obsessed and psychotic about his wife.
We see.
Though the cheating can never be legit, who knows? Maybe she did it to get away from him.
That's it. That's 3 true police officer horror stories animated, bro. I think the worst one or the scariest one was probably the first one. Probably the first one when the guy was grabbing on the lady,
Yeah.
the lady cop. And
Yeah.
he was about to kill her. The gun jam.
Cause he literally had her too close for comfort of
Yeah.
being of that gun.
Which one you say is the scariest?
Yeah, I agree with you. The first one.
Personally, yeah. That's- I don't know. I feel that joint it'd just be a different feeling when you're about to die and that adrenaline started pumping and then it just gun clicking on nothing come out. That'd be scary. But that's good. She made it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then the last guy was tripping about his wife cheating. Now, if she did cheat, I don't agree with the cheating, but to go extreme to where he went, nah.
Man,
Now he's not gonna be with a wife anymore. Now he's gonna be behind bars.
pretty much. But you heard how he felt. He literally wanted her heart out of her body
Insane.
and believed her heart should have stayed with him.
That man's a nut.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah,
man.
bro gots to go.
I'm telling you.
Bro gots
Yeah.
to go as he should.
Oh yeah.
But hopefully guys enjoyed it. If you did, you already know what to do. Quay Max, aka Quay. Seek no seek. And we out.
Gone.